Anthony Albanese wouldn't have been a happy camper this morning when he read the papers. New polling shows the number of Australians worried about crime and general public safety has more than doubled in the last 2 months.
Yeah, and all on Albanese's watch. Now, the polling indicated that 62% of voters rank reducing crime and antisocial behaviour as extremely important, which of course begs the question, should Albo and Labor be bracing for a voter crime backlash at the next election?
Well, we're putting all of that to our People's Panel.
Look, this is a really interesting one. It's certainly been dominating a lot of the headlines for some time. Lori, I'm keen to get your view on this. Do you worry about rising crime rates in this country?
Yes, I really do. It's never been so prevalent on my mind, to start with. To me, youth crime is very high on my priority list. And I can't believe parents and schools are letting violence go unchecked. It appears law and order has disappeared out of the Australian way of life. There must be more stringent bail laws to stop repeat offenders, I believe.
Yeah, good point, Laurie. I tend to agree with you on that. I want to ask you, Flur, because you are clearly the youngest person on the panel this evening. Is crime a big issue for you? And I want to run this by you. A poll in the papers today says that Australians are more worried about crime than climate change. Are you surprised about that?
Not really, actually. As a young person, I'm worried about crime and what I've been seeing, more young people, having access to knives. I just feel like the government really needs to step up.
Yes, look, something has to be done. I mean, the crime rates are just absolutely out of control. But look, there are suggestions today that Aussies are pushing against Labor's electric cars revolution, with no zero-emission vehicles in the top 10 purchased car list for the first time in 2 years. Would you believe it, James?
Danica, why do so many motorists hate the planet?
Maybe because Chris Bowen's in charge of that department. I don't know.
Wait, the department or the planet?
The whole planet. Gosh, I wouldn't want him in charge of the planet.
God help us. Roy, you care about the planet. You'd buy an EV, wouldn't you?
Not a chance. I like fishing and I like going camping, which they're totally useless for it. Apart from Casanova Bowen's $250,000 ute, these things don't pull caravans. And now we've got Tesla announcing that they're not rolling out any more superchargers. I think we've made the mistake of letting governments try to pick winners, and the technology isn't quite there yet for our geography.
No, I completely agree with you, Roy. Agnes, what about you? Would you be interested in buying an electric vehicle?
Absolutely not. I think for young people, it's been priced out of the market, and older people don't exactly like change. And so for them, it's a no-no as well. Apart from the fact that, for example, my family, we like to go on very long drives. We're taking off to Queensland tomorrow. An electric car would not do it for us.
All right, so that's 2 out of 2 who don't want an EV. Julie, please tell me that you're going to purchase a Tesla, save the planet and stop global boiling.
Well, my grandson's always pointing out, there's a Tesla, Nana, and I'm not buying one. Look, I think this is indicative of the overall problem that Chris Bowen has and the government, is that they've set targets, and these targets are done without considering the impact. But it's good to have targets, but it's how you get there and what impact it has on people. It's going to affect investment. We've got the environment being destroyed to save the environment, never got that one. And we've really got problems with convincing people these avenues of making it all work for net zero. The government's got a problem. They've got to rethink the plan. It's not working. Let's bring people on board by looking at all the options and getting a good energy plan that's not going to have people out of work. And I'm not buying an electric car.
Yeah, look, fair enough. That's an absolutely fair point, Julie. What about you, Lauren? Is EVs on your wish list?
Look, I am a Elong fangirl, so you might be a bit disappointed. But what is much more exciting to me is that the market has spoken and finally loud and clear. Punitive policy is no way to lead this country. What I'm interested in government delivering is a strategy that focuses on market forces, determining the pace of innovation and new technologies, and where the pace actually coincides with the benefits it's going to deliver to the Australian people.
Very well said. Fleur, what about you? Have you got your driver's licence yet? Are you going to get an EV?
Yeah, I'm on my greens. Definitely not going to get an EV anytime soon. As someone who's from a regional place, Coffs Harbour, and you want to like travel, like, I don't know, Sydney or something, it's not reasonable. And I feel like, I mean, Coffs at the moment don't have many like EV chargers around and stuff. And it's funny how the Labor government's trying to push for all EVs and net zero by 2030, which I think it won't get there. But you need to look at that EVs are currently being charged by coal power, which I feel like it's kind of how the government wants to get rid of coal power. But at the same time, these EVs are being charged by coal power and they take much longer to charge than, you know, filling up your petrol tank.
People's Panel, thank you so much for your time.